Okay, well, here's my attempt at messing with technology now. I'm just trying to fix my NES console. Um, I've, I've understood everything pretty well so far about how to, take this thing totally apart and like what things you can do with it. I just recently discovered that Lockout Chip that apparent douchebag American manufacturers placed into the motherboard because they apparently didn't want Americans to try foreign things for some stupid ass reason that escapes me. Yeah, because I would like to get some import games myself, like some reproduction games, mainly Sweet Home. I'm not much for anime-looking games, but, Sweet Home, maybe Rekka or whatever. But I understand that in order to play those kind of games, maybe this even applies to Famicom, to 72-pin cartridge adapter converted games. That, in order to try those out, you have to disable the Lockout Chip. But what I'm not getting, what confuses me is it better to just, what I see some people do, completely tear out that fourth pin? Or is it better to do what other people say and just slightly snip that pin and solder it to this, ground it to this? Which one's my question? My final question on that is, which is better for it being able to read all games and having the least flaws as possible? That's my big question. Do I really have to do that extra work to do that soldering, that pin that's in here into this? I'm not going to flip this over and do it right now because it's late. No, I'm just going to do it later. But yeah, if my question there makes sense. Will it still be able to read American games if I just snip the pin and not solder it to this? Like all American games, not just reset them over and over again or whatever people say it does. Alright, my second question here is about the pen reader. Yep, that bottom front row there, I've already bent all those back up in place, like suggested to do. But after I did that, freaking troublesome, I've discovered that these right here are these pins right here are up in the top, and you can't see them here, but you can see the ends of them inside those tiny black slots. And sorry, my camera picture is horrible, but you probably can't even see the holes except from this angle maybe. But yeah, you gotta reach the safety pin up in there and bend those down too, up against these, which if I were to try to do now, it would be extremely hard because I gotta work around the front pins, which I've already bent up. Now, is that really necessary to do? Bend that top back row downward with this. Is that really necessary, or my games read just fine? Tell me, somebody who's had experience. Is just doing that front row good enough? And will that make your games last a while to play? And is doing the top of this, the top and back that's hidden of these pins, is bending those up just doing more that's even necessary? Alright, that's my question to you. Sorry if I'm messy, but if I can get the best answers possible from any experts, I'd greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you.